happened when I was 14. I'm laid out on the floor, having drunk 2 pints of mixed spirits straight down because I wanted out. My mum was over me, slapping me round the face. I was slipping into a coma, screaming, "Don't die, don't die!" Thank God. I speak in schools and I have created in that is called riding the rapids of life. Responsibility, attitude, potential, iceberg, moments, and special. And I got invited to speak at a school, and this 14-year-old came up to me afterwards. "Mr. Hammond, thank you so much for sharing your life with me. All the notes are ready. I've written a letter to my parents and my brother and sister. Mr. Hammond, I was going to kill myself tonight when I went home. But you've just saved my life. This is how I used to order my bus fare. $50. Oh, another one. I had to punch the side out. One of the prettiest girls in school asked me for a date. I thought it was a joke. Who would want to go on a date with Stutterbot? And it was brilliant. I did my tap dance routine all the way through. And I was punching my leg all the way through. God only knows what was going through this girl's mind. Got a nice goodnight kiss. Beautiful. My first ever kiss. Yes. And I was overjoyed. I skipped all the way home. Yes, come on. Somebody has seen through the way I speak. Someone at last walked up to her. Yeah. Hey, get away from me, you freak. I'd failed at everything up to this point. Now this is where rapids start. Rapids. Responsibility. Any change starts with taking personal responsibility for where you are in life. I was not going to fail as a dad. And what spurred me on even more was this one evening, unexpected evening. I was there on the sofa watching this programme, and my little boy was 4, touched my arm, looked at me with his little blue eyes and said, "Daddy, I want to be just like you." Responsibility came from that day on. 12 years ago, I went on a mission to read my son a bedtime story. I found something called the Starfish Project. 3-day intensive speech course that I went on. They teach you a breathing technique. They work on your mind and how you feel and what your stammer's done to you. That one night changed my life forever. Now I hope that everyone in this room has had experiences like that in life. To take responsibility for something that is bigger than you. Reading a bedtime story was bigger than me, and I had to do something about it. Attitude. From all the years I had spent in the doldrums of life, my attitude, my inner voice would tell me that I could not. I was nobody. Who do you think you are? Nobody. You're ugly. You're fat of you. Who do you think you are? Isolate yourself. Avoid every situation. Potential. Potential. Already heard this story about the little African insects that are really minding. These insects can jump 20 feet high. 20 feet high. But when the young people of Africa have finished with these insects and they've placed them in a box, and only jump as high as the box. Because it hurts. And when we as human beings try to jump and we fail, we're nobody, and we get told that we're rubbish, who are you? We can't even say your own names. Iceberg. And it's the tip what everybody sees. People only see things on the outside. They didn't see the embarrassment, the rejection. Because we're all human and we all cooked and we all heal as well. Healing for me was beginning to let my iceberg dissolve and the tip to rise, to start to share my story. They made a ship, didn't they, called the unsinkable ship. It weren't the tip of the iceberg that sunk, the Titanic. It was the underlying part. I have displayed my underlying iceberg. Defining moments. I have already told you about many defining moments in my life where I've been on my knees screaming, help me God. If you know the story of Abraham and Isaac, when Abraham were walking up that mountain with his son Isaac, Abraham must have been in so much turmoil. What he did not know is something else that's coming up the side of the other mountain, like that ram did, to demolish whatever it is that you are going through right now. Whatever you're going through today, there's something coming special. So, responsibility, attitude, potential, defining moments, and it's what I want to leave you with. And we did this journey before when we was a little bio-Michelin microscopic. You needed a microscope to see me. You can't, that's not the case now. And I was with 250 million other microscopic little seed. Me, little Thomas Hammond, Stutter Boy, a million others. I was with 200. But do you know what? It was me who got through, mate. And it was me pouring out people whose life. But it was you. And it was you. And it was you. And it was you. That's why it was you. You're now making a difference in people's lives because and you've took up your mantle and you've took up your challenge and you've said, yes, here I am, here I am.